So my good friend, Danielle, you guys know her as Style and Beauty Doc, was gallivanting in Korea without me. I know, please pray for me during this difficult time. I mean, I'm just heartbroken without me. Okay, but for real, so she was on a brand trip and she was experiencing different skincare, different treatments, and of course makeup, which I was locked into as soon as she mentioned makeup, because we know that obviously the diversity in Korean and Asian makeup brands is really only kind of just happening now. So she actually tried a foundation that she found her shade match in, and it looked beautiful. And she was so kind enough to get with the brand and send me 2 shades to try. I literally just took them out of the box that she shipped them in. I have not, you can see they're still taped up. I haven't opened them yet, so we're gonna open them and try them together. Now, she did message me and ask me what shade I thought I was, but the time difference, your girl was asleep, okay? So I missed that whole thing. So she and the brand looked at my Instagram and judged based on the photos that I have what shade they felt like would match me best. They landed on 2 colors. No, oh. I was just gonna say, I catfish a little bit on my Instagram, okay? I upped the saturation a little bit, all right? Because we're missing some melanin. And now I'm in trouble, so we'll see. So the brand is Tintease. This is what the bottles look like, and it is a glowing, hydrating water pop foundation. And she has similar skin type to me, oily, combo, kind of dehydrated sometimes, and she did do a wear test on it and it looked beautiful and it wore really well. I'm really excited because we already know Asian beauty is way ahead of the game. Like, they're living in 3025 and we're still over here in BC. I don't know why I'm shaking it. I feel like I should. I did already prep my skin. I told you guys these were difficult times and you're not praying enough, because why am I Rudolph in February? It's the most painful pimple. It's so red. So the 2 shades that I have is shade, at first I thought this was 2500, but I believe it's 250O. So this is 250O. Let's do a pump of this one. Okay, see, that's my catfishing. That I gotta stop. I gotta stop the catfishing, okay? And then this shade is 210W. Let me wipe this one off. Okay, so I'm gonna try 210W. It's not the right shade. I am neutral in complexion, so I'm gonna use this one because I really do just want to experience the formula. So just, it doesn't match. It's the right intensity, but it's too warm for me. We'll do it for science. I don't know why I wiped it away. I'm gonna put another pump and I'm gonna take my foundation brush. This one is from Chantecaille, one of my favorite foundation brushes. Yes, I picked it. Mind your business. I can't. Look at it. Okay, this is pretty. Where is it? Oh man, I hope that I can reach out to them and be like, hey,
how y'all doing?
and try and get my closer match, because I think I'm gonna really like this formula. I really do. Okay, so that's 3 pumps so far. And I may have been able to push 1.5, maybe if I was using my hands. It's also very lightweight and runny. So you see how it's running down my hand. It's labeled as a skin tint. So that is to be expected. And you can definitely see like the places I haven't applied it yet. You can see the difference in color, but that's okay. I'm gonna come closer because I think that you really need to see the texture of my skin. I'm looking at my skin and I feel like I just did my skincare routine, my very luscious, very plush nighttime skincare routine. You know when you do your skincare routine and you're all glowy and you're like, ooh, I wish my skin would stay like this. This is what this is giving, but of course, because it has pigment in it, it's giving a little bit of tint and coverage. I'm not sure if this is picking up, but in my mirror, I do have a little bit of hyperpigmentation in these areas. It diffused it enough where I feel comfortable and confident going out in. That's something you're gonna hear me say a lot in reference to hiding hyperpigmentation, because me personally, just on my journey and the way I feel, not necessarily as a professional artist, because I know with clients, they're like, I don't want to see any spots, so we cover it. So I'm speaking for me, that I'm okay if you see a little bit of the spot. At this point, it looks like a freckle, and I don't feel like in public anyone is gonna go, is that hyperpigmentation? You know what I mean? I hope you know the reference.
What's that? Is that hyperpigmentation?
I am so bummed this is not a match, because I would immediately put this into my routine. Let's just add a little concealer, at least to my under eyes. And I'll put some here just to add a little more of my skin tone. And I can't even be mad. I did the same thing to myself recently when I was just on vacation. I was like, oh, I'm gonna tan. I'm gonna get a little bit of color. And I normally wear like a 3 neutral in the Dior Stick Foundation. So I went and I bought me a 3.5 neutral. When I tell you it actually was this shade, it was a calamity. So I did end up doing most of my makeup with my concealer, and it was the only foundation I packed. I was so confident. I'm going to powder it a little bit. I am curious to see what powdering does to the glow that we're seeing, if we still get glow coming through after powder. I'm gonna use House Labs. Actually, no, let me get an Asian brand powder. Let's just do it. Hold please. I found 2 powders. This is Decorte. This is Japanese. This is a Japanese beauty brand. And then this is Tatcha. Not, you know, a little Western, but still. So I'll just powder this side of my face. And ooh! Oh, this is heavily fragranced, this powder. Okay, I'm looking to see if we can pick up any of the glow. Guys, this just looks like my skin. It doesn't look like there's product when there is product. I did 3 pumps, and obviously the powder took down the wet texture that is giving extra glow that we're still seeing on this side, but it still has a radiance and a luminosity you can see, especially on my cheekbone here. I really like this. I really enjoyed this. I really enjoyed this. Thank you, Danielle and Tintease, for thinking of me and sending me these. I'm so sorry that I catfish on my Instagram and I upped the saturation a little bit because desperate times call for desperate measures. I really enjoyed using this, and I am going to try and get a match that I can really incorporate this into my everyday routine, because this is totally up my alley. The way that it looks, the finish, the way that it just evened my skin out. And I know that it is long wearing, also from seeing Danielle's wear test. And I love that I have the option of adding a little powder if I feel like I want to, but I feel like I could also just wear it on its own like this. And honestly, this is the non-powdered side. And as I touch it, it's not sticky and I'm not really seeing much residue come on my hands. So I do feel like this will just dry down nicely. So something like this would be okay for me. That's not quite normal, so you can definitely do a little powder. But let me know in the comments what you guys think, if this is something that you would try, because they do have a really good range. They do have a really good range of color. And I'm actually interested in trying more Korean brand makeup. So if you know of any, leave a comment, tag them, or just put the name in the comments, and we will do some research and start putting some orders through. It'll be a good time. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.